day, everybody. I am tuning into you from my studio in Edinburgh, and unfortunately, we're in this position of having to move out of the studio, which is such a ball ache. And I just feel like I've got so much on my plate at the moment. We've just got back from summer camp, and so I feel like a lot has been going on, and I feel like really overwhelmed. Summer camp is a 3-day event that we host. Women from all over the world come and join us. There's 40 of them plus 8 staff over a 3-day period. And on the day that summer camp, like we were due to go head to our first day of summer camp, I got an email saying that I have to vacate my office, my studio. And it's actually really devastating because it's just really nice to have somewhere to store all of my things, including my armor and my swords and fucking all the stuff we use for photo shoots. And this is where we do all of the packing for our events and things like that. And so we have to be out of it by mid-November, which again is just such a pain in the ass because our main character university event is running on the first week of November and the third week of November. So realistically, I have to be out of this like well before that so that I don't have that on my plate while we're trying to run these major events. But in this kind of funny zone at the moment of, do we find a whole new studio and office? Do we just put everything into storage and just like let my home become a temporary dumping ground for everything? Do we look into getting a building? I've always wanted our own like kind of main character HQ like as a building so that we could have events running there. And my big dream is to have like a 5-story building with a cafe and a couple of boutique rooms and like a library room to host events. Our studio's built in there, and even like a downstairs gym that has like a training yard for like hand-to-hand combat and axe throwing and things that I don't know if my insurance would ever let me do, but that kind of vibe. So it's like, do we start to go down that route and look into getting a building officially? But I just feel like I don't have the like capacity or like any room on my plate to take anything else on. Also planning our 2026 events at the moment. We're hoping to host kind of like a vampiric like fantasy immersion kind of ball, but more like a fantasy immersion event. We're wanting to do summer camp again. We're thinking about doing Camp Spooky for Halloween and wanting to run at main character university twice again next year, alongside setting up more frequently monthly events, alongside planning my wedding because we've got engaged in July this year. Fucking lot. Plus walking this fucking 154-kilometer walk starting next week. So today I'm just feeling quite overwhelmed. I also did want to document this for myself because I really love watching the journey and seeing what other people are going through, and to give people a bit of context as to like what a events and photo shoot company. So alongside all of this as well, we have a photo shoot company with 5 photographers. Just a fucking crazy time of year and crazy time of life building something like this. And yeah, I do just like love watching other people document like this process and seeing like how they go through it. And I just feel like it's cool to watch back on. So hopefully like a future version of me is watching this back being like, oh, haha, look how far things have come. And also if you are interested in starting a business, to give you like some insight as to like what this looks like. And it can be really overwhelming and it's amazing. And some days I feel like I'm on top of the world and I'm fucking nailing it and I'm doing absolutely all the things and just, yeah, like crushing it. And then other days I feel like I am like suffering under the fucking weight of all the things that are happening. And I have team members, I have people helping me, and I still feel like crushed under the weight of everything that's going on. It is a big week, but I wanted to take you along the journey and so you can see what it is like to live as a CEO of a fantasy events and photo shoot company, because it's not always swords, armor, and fairy wings. Sometimes it is blood, sweat, and tears. Most of the time it is blood, sweat, and tears. All right, let's get cracking. Let's get some shit done. It has been a mega day. It's been a huge day. I have had a phone call with our administration assistant, with our community manager. I've had 2 phone calls with 2 photo shoot clients, organised 2 photo shoots for this week. I have opened up the main character university chat space, which is really exciting. Got through a lot of my emails and delegated a lot of stuff. So I'm feeling, and like planned my week to get the studio sorted and everything. So I think I'm feeling much better than I did earlier today, but the brain rot is so, not even rot, what is it? The brain exhaustion is so real. But yeah, it's been a good day and I'm excited to go and see my gal pals and watch Twilight this evening because your gal needs it. So I've just spent the majority of my day in my studio that is soon to be vacated, as I've been talking about in this episode a lot. And God, it was such a it was a good day because my team are amazing. Holly and Claire came in to help me just sort through like 2 years worth of stuff, and it did get we managed to get through a lot of it. Going to sell a ton of that furniture, and a lot of it's going to storage as well. And while it is good because we got on top of it, and I'm feeling like much better about sitting in this space of uncertainty, not knowing what to do, there is just something so tiring about going through your stuff. It's so energetically tiring to go through every single item that you own in a space and make a decision about what you want to do with it. And I'm a woo-woo girly, I'm an energetic girly, and I just think it is very energetically exhausting to do stuff like that. But I am feeling really glad that we got through as much of that. We can start selling some stuff and creating space and creating room for whatever next big thing is that's going to drop in, whether that is a building or whether that is a different office space or a studio that we can revamp. I don't know what that next step is, but I just have ultimate trust in the universe that it's all going to come together, because it always does. And usually when things like this happen, when things feel like a massive pain in the ass or things that are really unexpected, it's because something even bigger is on the way. So I'm just trying to lean into that while also giving myself permission to feel really glum about it, because I don't want to fucking move. I don't want to move studios. I'm so happy in there. I really love it in there. And I don't want to have to go through all my stuff and have to sell things and do all that, but it is just the nature of it, and it is what it is, and we just move on, right? We allow ourselves to feel these things, but we just move on. So I've got a photo shoot this afternoon as well. It's been a really fucking busy week for those of you watching on. We had a full day photo shoot yesterday. I've had the studio move out today. We've spoken to the venue manager for our Main Character University event in November, and I'm about to do a creative shoot with my friend Karis, aka the Queen of Swords. She's a fucking legend. We've been meaning to do this barbarian 80s dark fantasy theme shoot for so long, and today is the day. And I was part of me was oh, I'm too tired to do it, but I'm your creative pursuits energize you so much, and so I just feel we're gonna have such, I love working with her. She's my muse. She's gorgeous, and she has created this amazing costume, and I'm just really costume, amazing, this amazing costume, and I'm just so excited to work with her and to go shoot with her. So thought I'll bring you along for that, so you can see a little behind the scenes of that and reveal some pictures. I've worked with some really amazing people recently. I'm really excited to share some imagery, because I feel I've been so deep in all the event and studio stuff, I've not had a chance to go and get creative and photograph. So yeah, we're gonna go do that now, so come along for the ride.
What is happening?
Yes, exactly.
You don't even want me to do YouTube. You don't even want me to do YouTube.
Because you filmed fucking YouTube on your holiday. I ain't done nothing on my holiday. I just filmed a YouTube, had a look at a house, did a hike, cooked barbecue twice, did all these other things.
I never said I didn't do personal things.
That's what you sound.